Alright guys, welcome back. Let's see what's happening today. Yesterday was an amazing day with MediaCo. MediaCo just took off like crazy, going from literally, it started the day at $4, reached a grand high of 16 as far as definitely went up to even 17 probably. I was out, so I didn't really get to enjoy that squeeze. But plenty of the people that I follow, whose calls I share here, did catch it. So that was pretty awesome. Good for anyone that got in. Congrats. You know, CRTD created was also pretty epic yesterday. And if anyone ended up bag holding it last night, then here you are this morning. It has boomed again overnight. So you can look forward to this climbing a lot more this morning as well. Pointing downwards right now pre-market, but definitely worth keeping an eye on. There's also news on BLIN, which has a history of popping up. I've never myself actually purchased it before, but maybe today I'll actually get a chance to. You know, it's in the past it's done this and that wasn't too long ago. In fact, as far as I remember, actually I have purchased it, but I'm not sure why I don't see it here as a history. I'm pretty sure I bought BLIN before. Yeah, I'm not sure why. I got confused with the other stock that also has Bridge in its name. That one I haven't purchased, but this one I have. Really not sure why it's not showing up as a history in my purchases here. But that amongst many other reasons is why I'm moving off of Robinhood and into another trade platform that I'll be sharing pretty soon once I get in there. It's taking a little longer to activate that trading platform than usual because I'm trying to activate it through my LLC, and there's a couple of documents I need to actually get that going. So I'm waiting for pretty much the government to send me some articles of organization and stuff like that for my LLC. The company that started my LLC has to send it all to me, so that's kind of what I have to wait on. On top of that, let's take a look at what happened yesterday. So yesterday, you know, as you can see, SGOC created, those two are at the top. They were booming. They were really doing big things yesterday. Really went crazy basically. And then near the end of the day, basically after 12, MediaCo just took off. You know, and really started flying like crazy. Couldn't even tell where it was going to stop, whether it was going to pull another ORPH or neg was basically what was on everyone's mind. So yeah, you know, it's nice to see what's happening. I might be pulling out some of my funds that are stuck in Regulus or EVFM or some of these other penny stocks that I've been waiting for them to boom. Even though they had news, they didn't really ever end up booming, and that sucks. But sometimes, you know, although I hate, so if I buy into a stock and it goes down, I just consider myself a investor in that stock now until it comes back up. And I hate selling at a loss. Of course, we all do, right? But sometimes you have to. If selling at a loss there will give you the funding to actually put into somewhere else that you'll make back the money and more. Also, there's a lot of news around BLIN today. So since it's had its moments of going crazy in the past, we're looking forward to seeing what it kind of does today as well, right? So government agency in Singapore chooses site search platform Hawk Search, and that's related to BLIN basically. You know, so today, as the day begins, whatever this news is supposed to mean for them might actually cause them to boom up, right? So we've seen these gains in the past. This wasn't too long ago, pretty much at the beginning of this month, 33.56, right? Those huge jumps up. So it's possible that might happen today too. Might be worth grabbing a position in BLIN as it's pointing downwards. Just wait a little longer if anything. MediaCo has started the day pointing up, so we don't know what's going to happen. I mean, it was a squeeze yesterday. Whether or not it's going to be more of a squeeze today is a whole different story. But you know, it's starting to do its thing, so you wanna keep an eye on it. I'm thinking of grabbing a position right here while it's still under 9 and looking forward to this going to its usual highs of 12 and 10. Not entirely sure, but I don't feel too worried about buying it at under 9. So I might go ahead and just grab a position right now, take that risk, see how it goes, and we'll see how this does. But I'm gonna now I'd rather it go down a little more than it is right now. Would have been wonderful if I knew something like this was happening, pick it up at under 6. The typical price line it's usually at was really low. You know, it was practically a really nice cheap penny stock that had multiple scalping moments this day, and I'm pretty sure I bought and sold it multiple times. I just don't see it here for some dumb reason. As for today, not sure how crazy it's going to be. It's already up 46% pre-market. Will it be much more crazy than that? Not sure. I've also heard apparently MRIN is going to have a nice pop today. Right, so MRIN pops are always fun. We've played along with MRIN a lot before. It's at a pretty high price today, so not sure how much we can expect. Right, let's see what people are saying about it. Because let me see FOMO again. Let me show these pictures. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Pretty much everyone is saying it's gonna pop. Yeah, puts expiring and whatnot and whatnot. So MRIN will explode. I'm not sure where to with the 275 I have, I'm not sure where to take it. Whether to put it in MRIN or try it with BLIN. Either one can end up being a big play today. I only really gave it about 10 of this 15. I'm gonna go ahead and place my faith in MRIN. It hasn't really let me down before. And I'm gonna grab it right now because I don't know if it's really gonna fall any more than this. What did it do? Yeah, it's got a very tiny jump. So people that saw this tiny jump when they woke up, they're not gonna be crazy to sell. They're gonna be waiting for it to blow up more. I'm gonna go ahead and grab this position right here. Got in at 1575. That's perfectly fine. I'm gonna wait with this until the end of the day, right? Because oftentimes a lot of shit happens throughout the day. They fluctuate up and down, and then power hour comes around and then go ahead and just blow up, right? So there's that. WORX and XELA yesterday, you know, definitely did its thing, blew up, and this morning it's even higher. I never picked it up yesterday either, but this was one of the calls from yesterday. I just didn't have the funding to actually go into it. XELA had a falling that was happening the previous day, but then, you know, so you can see on the 9th it wasn't looking all that good, and then today, yesterday it came back up, and today we're expecting this to go up even more. All right, so I posted all the calls in the bottom and on the Discord. And so we've got, like, if anyone interested in doing so with WORX and BLIN, I've got the calls right here for those as well. Everything is in the description below as also. And so WORX, you want to kind of wait till they make these entry points. You know, as long as it reaches 370, that's kind of where you want to see it. You don't have to buy it at 370. Remember, what this means is that if it hit 370 and then it came back down, that still makes it a good price to buy it at. You know, if it hit 370, you should feel some level of confidence that it will make it to 395. But at that point, if it's hit 370 and it came back below 350, you kind of want to pull out of that. That's kind of how you read this, right? So you want to make sure you have that information validly there. WORX and XELA are both really nice, cheaper looking stocks that definitely are worth grabbing positions in. As far as MRIN is concerned, pointing downwards right now. Let's see what it does as the day goes on. BLIN is just staying pretty stable. Looking forward to this having a nice boom near the end of the day, possibly break 20, and I'll be more than happy with that. And that's basically all we've got right now. MediaCo is still creeping upwards pretty nicely, so that's pretty good. And created also pretty stable. You know, some of the things that have been booming lately haven't exactly fallen back down to where they started from. You know, like this was another great last few days, right? Where you have like a $3 stock taking a good 500%, 500% on the week, but really from here, I would say it was probably 500% from here too. Yeah, the whole thing is $2. So 500% gain on that, 300% on media. Like these are crazy gains that I don't really want to miss anymore. So I'll probably end up selling some of my stocks I've been holding that aren't going green, because that money will help go into these things that are booming lately, and hopefully make back the losses as well. MRIN not looking so good right now, but this is just what happens, right? I'm usually not a huge fan of buying pre-market, but sometimes you can't do much about it, because we've seen stocks that when we don't buy pre-market, they start booming anyway, and that always sucks. So it's okay. I'm happy with at least having a position under 16 in here, as long as it goes off. I'm hoping to sell this at like close to 30, if anything. You know, it's gotten up to 24. I want to see it break that previous high, but I'll be happy if it reaches 20. I'm going to try to sell it at 20, maybe get back into it after that, for around 2. On my short account, my smaller account, the webull account that I have, yesterday Carve was able to make some money on it, Carver Bank. But this account is small, so I can't really day trade on it per se. But I did grab WORX in it, so I have WORX in it from yesterday and XELA from yesterday. So those are both obviously very green in here, which is taking my $500 little account up to 700, and now I'm up to after I sell them later on. I'm gonna wait to hold them right now, but after I sell both of them here as well, the account value will be closer to 800. I want to take this $500 account towards 1,000 without being able to day trade, because I can't. This webull account doesn't have enough funding in it to be a day trading account. And then I'm moving over to a new trading platform as well, because I'm tired of the fact that Robinhood doesn't work from 4 a.m. and I'm not really a fan of webull lately either. It's been glitching like crazy. Like I'll be up at 4 a.m. just to check out what's happening and see some of the calls some of these people and channels I follow are doing, but then it starts glitching like crazy, as if apparently too many people are using it. So I have found other things I'm going to be trying out, and once I have it going, I'm definitely going to go ahead and share it with you guys. You'll see me using it, of course, and then you know, it might be something you might want to move over onto as well, because as nice and simple as Robinhood can be, it's also just really annoying. You know, it's just really shitty. I mean, starting trading at 9, like that's terrible for a app that that got so popular so quickly. You would think they would expand their hours of operation and actually move on over to like 4 a.m. like webull, but apparently not. You know, so there's that. As soon as we have 16 more minutes still. At the same time, still seeing the same things being called out by some of these other channels I follow as well. Oh, let me see what's up with OSAT. OSAT is another one that's getting a lot of popularity. Let's see. Crypto is not looking so good, and this is basically that crypto flow. Yeah, OSAT had a nice, crazy doubled up already. Yeah, it's pretty much, it went from 6 to nearly 12. So. And this is what happens. Like if you were actually able to trade this on webull, you would be online. You would see this at like 4 or 5 a.m. You would see it going up, you know, and then you'd be able to get into the drama, ride it up, wake up, and it'd still be high. And one I was most upset about was ADXS. ADXS was a penny stock swing play, one of the first I've called on my channel, and it went up to, I was in at 0.49, it went up to 0.8, but that was at 4 a.m. As the day went on, as the night went on, and by 8 a.m. it came down to 0.72. By the time I could sell it, it was at 0.69. It wasn't going up anymore, and that was like really upsetting, right? So that was pretty lame. And that obviously doesn't feel so good. OSAT is now apparently having a breakout, according to one of the charts one of the people is sharing. So it's breaking out from where it's been, and I mean, it clearly looks like it's breaking out. It's going crazy. This is higher than it's ever really been. It's one of the, when you see a newly listed stock doing something like this, it's usually a sign of just being pumped. Really, I've had my plays with it before. You can see right here, you know, bought it at 869, sold it at 950. This usually is a very simple and nice successful player. This would even be a price worth getting in on, and then you would try to like sell it at 1250 or higher. If I had more funding available. So I definitely want to like get rid of some of the things I'm holding on to that aren't showing the success I'd like them to, because I'm missing out on a lot of the successful catches I could have if the funding was available. Getting all these weird notifications. Oh, not weird notifications, important notifications. But yeah, you know, that's kind of where things stand. Today I'm gonna play with MRIN. You know, take my, I like to treat lately, ever since I invested a lot of money into Litecoin, and I'm holding those 300 Litecoins that are making the portfolio look so funky. I've just been waiting to grow this as a smaller account as well. Although the, you know, it's almost 100k value account, so I can day trade, but the money I have available to actually use is not much. So I'm trying to grow that and use that continuously. You know, make your money grow. Basically, that's the plan when you trade, right? But the growth is always growth and drops, but mainly we care about growth. The growth is always a lot bigger when you have more to invest with, right? Rich people get rich faster. That's always the valid truth of things. But yeah, we're seeing that there's a huge chance MDIA, OSAT, MRIN, and BLIN are all going to get pumped big time today. So as the day goes on, I'm going to be waiting to see what pumps I can be a part of, and I might have to let go of some of my negative accounts. Yeah, you've been talking about MRIN a lot, and here it is. Today's the day that I'm hearing about it as well. You know, a lot of those videos and news events you shared about people saying MRIN pump is coming. Today looks like the day it might be it. If not today, then tomorrow. But MRIN, amongst with some of these I have at the end here. So let me actually, where's MDIA? Yeah. So these last four tabs are the ones looking to get pumped pretty hard today. You know, OSAT looking already like it might be the first one to get pumped. Yeah, I have enough to grab some of it right now. What is it, like 2? Sure, I'll grab 2 of it. I can grab 3 of it. There you go. Sure. Let's just go ahead and take it. Anything I can grow is a sign, right? At this point, you know, sometimes when you make like a $10,000 investment into a stock and it grows like crazy, you make so much money out of it that when you earn only $100, it doesn't really feel all that. But when you realize all you have to work with is $40, like I did right now, making back $100 feels pretty good. So you want to be able to change your mentality in such a way that you're happy with any gains as long as it looks fucking green, right? That's all you care about. Is it green? Yes, perfect. Take the gains before it takes a huge knife. So I'm in at OSAT at 1166. You know, I'm in at MRIN at 1575. Right, those two I'm in already, and MediaCo and BLIN are here. BLIN is still pointing downwards, so that's also still a valid position to get in on. Anyone looking to get into it. That was the first one I was about to buy, but it's still going downwards, so I haven't bought it, and I don't have the funding to buy it anymore. MediaCo just took a little hint down, under 14. Still a good place to grab it if it decides to go up. Keep a good stop loss for yourself. But since there's so much pump news around all 4 of these, it should be a pretty confident play to make. And that's rare, right? Confident plays are not really a thing. But here we are looking at these things as we're going through. You know, OSAT's above 12 now, only with 3 shares in there, and I have 15 shares in here. I really wish, let me see what I can try to like get rid of to make some funding available. Anything that doesn't have a massive minus to it. Something I'm not too down on, but I am down, and then I can just use that money. Well, actually, Pfizer, I'm only down $23, but I have 50 shares of Pfizer, and it's been pretty high lately. I might try to Might try to sell Pfizer today, even if it's a tiny loss, because whatever the tiny loss would be, which shouldn't really be a big problem. I've been getting $19 dividend payments from my 50 stocks of Pfizer, so the dividends more than made up for this tiny $23 that I'm down on it right now. That might be worth the trade-off, right? Pfizer right here has been having some interesting boom moments, right? Overnight boom moments, and then it came back down again. But it's been climbing. It might actually break this, which it's not too far from. But I'm not upset if I sell it right now either. You know, 1950. That's 2 dividend payments I've already gotten, which is $40. So that's more than the loss I would take right here. Shouldn't be a problem to sell this, and that would give me more funding to grab some of these other guys, because I really don't want to miss out on any more pumps just because I'm holding something that's not really plus. This will give me $2,000. I think I'll go ahead and sell this right now. Fuck it. I want to have the funding available to grab more of these other things today that are supposed to be flying. I checked the box, didn't I? Yeah, I probably did. I forget to check the box? I probably did. Let me see. That little box is so annoying. Extended hours, yeah. Okay, perfect. So, do it already. What are you waiting for? I'm pretty sure I checked it the first time too. I'm not sure what it's taking so long with. Alright, whatever. OSAT going off. MRIN trying. BLIN is also trying to curl back up. MediaCo. These 4 are big today. Really, really big today. So we want to see what the volumes look like when the day finally begins. We're going to be trying to see what the updates are going to be like here. Looking at it at the bottom, this is in order of volume. Yesterday, we didn't really have any of them on this list, it seems. Yeah. None of them really popped up for some reason. I'm not really sure exactly how this website works either. Like, by trending style, does it have to have a specific thing to show up and it's not just about volume? I'm not sure. Yeah. We got 6 more minutes until the day begins, and then we can see what's going to be trending on that. I wonder why the sell order is not going through. That's pretty interesting. Like, Robinhood is just so shit. Limit sell. Well, if it's not selling yet, then I'm just gonna go ahead and cancel that. Yeah. Because it is pointing up pretty hard, and I'm guessing I can't sell this pre-market for some dumb reason. I'm not sure. But once the day opens, this should hopefully have like a tinier spike up, maybe even go green, and then I'm just gonna get rid of this. I could use this pretty well, and hopefully multiply that in some of these plays today. It's just obviously never satisfying to only grab 3 shares of something. But that's just what you have to do when you don't have the money available. BLIN. So a lot of these also, if they're supposed to be pumping, a lot of these may not even actually blow up until like 11 or 12. So, you know, just keep them on your watch list. If you have a laptop or something you use, keep them open on separate tabs and just watch their prices. If the price action starts going up big time, you want to try to get in on it as quickly as you can. And depending on the platform you're using, make sure you do a limit buy rather than just clicking buy. if you buy without a limit price, and you know it's a volatile stock, you may get put in on a very high price, and then it might come down. So yeah, that's something that happens on some trading platforms, especially Robinhood. I'm trying to look like it's about to come back up. These next 4 minutes, I'm not sure why I can't sell this, which is really weird too. But apparently I can't sell it. I mean, after 9:30 it shouldn't be a problem to sell it, but still. It's very rare for enough announcements to be happening about what might get pumped. Usually shit just gets pumped and then you're just like left behind, like MediaCo yesterday, which was pretty much out of nowhere. Huge squeeze out of fucking nowhere. I'm also curious what happened with NEG. Did it come back to where it was? NEG and ORPH. So NEG has been chilling at 37. Okay. After its massive gain day, and ORPH, what is that doing? Back to where it used to be. Okay, so slowly kind of died back to where it originally started. Right? This was the day it went up all of a sudden 1,000%. Pretty interesting. All right, so those pumps are pretty much reversed in effect. Back to normal. 2 more minutes until shit starts popping. And I'm pretty interested in seeing, I mean, OSAT looks like it'll probably be the first one to pop. And I have my 3 measly shares in here, so I'll try to see if I can grab more of it as soon as I can sell Pfizer. Really dumb that I couldn't sell it. I'm gonna wait 1 more minute though, rather than trying to sell it anymore. But OSAT is going off. Final minute. OSAT looking really volatile. If you're trying to enter later on, be very careful when entering volatile stocks. They can be very, very suddenly high and suddenly low. And this is the longest final minute I've ever noticed. There you go, 9:30. Here we go. Is it gonna go any more than that, or sell? Did it sell? I need the money. Great. I'm happy with that. That is done. Let's see now. MRIN going down. BLIN going down. MediaCo going down. OSAT looking like it's about to blow up. Let me just grab whatever it puts me in on. OSAT starting to pump, so I'm gonna go ahead. I just grabbed 100 positions of it. Average of 1324. There we go. This is the one that's getting its skyrocketing moment right now as the day starts. At any second it can just die though, so you gotta be very careful. I did see it hit 13.5 already, but next time it reaches 13.5, it'll probably break through. Extremely volatile beginning. MRIN is dying down. Okay. BLIN dying down. MediaCo dying down. So I submitted a limit order to sell this next time it touches 1350, and then I can get back in on it again when it comes back down. But I'm pretty sure as soon as it'll hit 1350, it'll go way past. But I'll take those profits first, and then see what I do from there. And everyone should go ahead and focus on what's happening and grab what you want, and then let's see how the day ends. Good luck to all you guys, and make that money.